Well, welcome to Kim Newton. Welcome to Crypto Clothesline.
Thank you, Abby.
Kim, can you tell us a little bit about your experience in cryptocurrencies?
So I purchased my first Bitcoin in 2014, which is kind of a claim to fame already. But I used to be an accountant and quite enthusiastic about economics, and I just really loved the potential of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin and people being able to issue their own currency. So based on that, I set up a bit of a community called Crypto-ecology, and we have meetups once a week. And I'm really interested in what's happening and following the way that this movement is evolving.
So I've been also involved in crypto-ecology, and I've been really impressed with how you're able to present information to a group of people who are relative newbies in the space. There's quite a wide range of skill bases within that group, but even so, there are quite a few new people in the space. Could you talk to us a little bit about how common you think market manipulation is within the cryptocurrency world?
Well, it's interesting because when I first came into looking at cryptocurrencies, I thought that we would do away with all the politics and we would do away with all the market manipulation and create a fairer space. But in actual fact, I think we're actually in the Wild West. So everything is evolving naturally. And I think manipulation, because many of the cryptocurrencies have low volumes, they're easy to create big price movement. So there's lots of pump and dump schemes out there. And I think it's quite common, even a lot of these initial coin offerings, a lot of these companies are, some of them are just downright fraudulent. They don't even intend to create the software. But even when these organizations have good intentions and they have a really awesome problem that they're trying to solve, it doesn't mean that they're going to do a good job. So there's just many twists and turns in the Wild West. And I think because there's no regulation, there's a lot of fraud and manipulation.
When you talk about there being a lack of regulation, that surely is what has attracted a lot of people into cryptocurrency, the whole notion of decentralization.
Well, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with it because I love the fact that we're in the Wild West and we're all on a steep learning curve. We're making all the mistakes now because there's no one out there telling us how to do these types of things, and we've never really had to do our own due diligence before. There's always been, organizations or people or authorities to tell us about things. And in this kind of paradigm, we have to do our own due diligence. We have to figure out how to check these things out ourselves. It's no longer enough for people to tell us it's okay and a good idea. We have to actually go in and check it out ourselves. And I really love that because although there's potential for us to fall over and make all these mistakes, we really have to become sovereign. We have to become sovereign over our own decisions and our own wealth. So it's a matter of, we're in the Wild West and we're going to figure it out and we're just going to get very good at it. And I think we'll have to do that very quickly.
So as the leader or the perceived leader, because I believe there are quite a few people that are contributing to the space, but I know that you are one of the people that are, you're holding meetings and meetups and things. Have you ever been approached to participate in some sort of group similar to this in which, you're able to get access to inside information and potentially make some quick bucks?
There are so many, and I don't actually know the CryptoGat one myself personally, but there are so many groups that are pump and dump groups and that are giving information that other people don't have. And I always see it when it arrives in my email box or when people talk about it. I kind of think it's really spammy. And, the dollar signs always dance in front of my eyes. But the greater, more interesting space of investment where we're really seeing cryptocurrencies solve amazing problems in the world, I keep bringing it back to that. Is having this information going to help discover the real price of something or not? Because a lot of these pump and dumps, while they're, letting people think that they can have early information, early access, it's not really helping the entire movement. It's not really helping to discover the real price of something, which is what charting and markets are all about. And a pure market is just a place to discover the true price of something. So if it's not really doing that, then overall it's scammy and spammy.
That's a very good blog title. Thank you. I'm going to steal that from you. So my last question is to you. We know that the cryptocurrency world attracts a lot of people who are experiencing FOMO, the fear of missing out. They're jumping in, especially when prices are on the rise. And then generally with that hysteria, if somebody is dumping, then boom, everybody's selling out at as cheap a price as they possibly can. And CryptoGat mentioned this as well, that a lot of people are jumping in at the higher end. thinking it's going to keep climbing, and then boom, the whole thing crashes down. Could you comment briefly on how you feel we could best educate young people coming into the crypto sphere, as we call it, in order to stay safe and not be exposed to those pump and dump type experiences?
Or I think it's like a game, and you're best not on that roller coaster. If you're going to make an investment, do it with a plan. So have a list of things that are important to you and invest based on that, not based on the roller coaster of FOMO. Don't do it if you're worried about missing out, or if you're scared you're holding on too long. I think we're best off having our own list, our own personal list of what's important to us, and investing based on that. And I know I've done it as well. I've been on that roller coaster, and it's definitely not the best place to be. When I first bought the Bitcoin, it was just before Mt. Gox happened, so the price crashed and it was down for over a year. So, just hold on. If you believe in something, investing for the right reasons, then just hold on.
All right. So in terms of sending a message out to younger people, I guess it comes down basically to education and doing their due diligence and due research.
Yeah, there's no way of getting around doing your own due diligence. You've got to do your own due diligence and, have good reasons for investing the way you invest.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Kim, from Crypto Ecology, our locally based Fremantle group, and also international. I know you've got followers from all over as well. Thank you so much for joining us today on Crypto Clothesline.
Thanks, Abby.